Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's your boy Country, back again with a truth-telling, rambling thought. Today's title is Your Mouth is a Snitch. You ever notice you don't need a detective anymore? You ain't got to tap nobody's phone. You ain't got to run surveillance. Just let the people speak long enough, and they'll build a case against themselves. Your mouth's a snitch. Yeah, I said it. Your mouth is a snitch. Even when you think you solid, even when you think you slick, even when you say, man, I was just venting. Nah, you was just testifying. We blame it on anger. I ain't mean that. I was just mad. I was emotional. No, anger don't create new thoughts. It just reveals the ones that you had stored up. Pressure don't install words. Pressure exposes inventory. You ain't download those insults in an argument. You already had them saved in your spirit. All you did was hit send. Your mouth's a snitch. So, you say you love peace, but every story you tell has gasoline draws on. When you say you're healed, but every joke you crack got a scar attached to it. You say it's over, but every time their name comes up, your tone switches. Your mouth's a snitch. It don't lie for you. It don't protect your brand. It don't guard your image. It exposes what you rehearse in private. See, some people don't talk to communicate. They talk to confess. You can hear envy in their compliments. You can hear insecurity in their sarcasm. You can hear lust in, I was just being friendly. You can hear pride in, I'm just being honest. Nah, you've been revealed. And the wild part is, you don't even hear your own self. We're addicted to reaction speed. We forget reflection, discipline. Some people poke at you, you pop off. Some people disagree, you escalate. Somebody questions you, and you detonate. And you think you've won the exchange the whole time. You just handed over your weakness on a silver platter. Your mouth's a snitch. Let's talk about bait. Some folks know exactly how to get you talking. They don't argue to understand. They argue to extract. They raise the temperature of your purpose. They nudge your pride. They tap your trauma. They press your ego. Because they know if they can get your pulse higher than your principles, you'll start telling on yourself. And you will every time. You've ever heard somebody say, I don't trust nobody. Okay, why? I've been hurt. By who? Then the whole speech comes out. Every betrayal, every abandonment, every wound. And now I know how to handle you. Not because I'm a psychic, but because your mouth drew me a roadmap. Your mouth's a snitch. You laugh it off through, I'm just keeping it real. Real or real reckless? I say, that's what's on my mind. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe everything on your mind doesn't deserve daylight. Not every feeling needs a sentence. Not every thought needs a microphone. Not every irritation deserves a broadcast. Silence ain't weakness. Silence is discipline. Scripture said it first. Study thyself approved. Approved by who? Not the crowd, not the timeline, not the comment section. Approved before your own mouth opens. Because once it leaves your lips, it don't belong to you anymore. It's now evidence. And evidence don't care how you felt at the time you said it. See, the streets say, snitches get stitches. But what we do when the stitches is attached to your own face? You can't intimidate your own tongue. You can't threaten your own conscience. You got to discipline it, because if you don't, your words will sabotage your peace. It'll expose your envy. It'll advertise your fear. It will betray your character, all without you realizing it. You ever notice how somebody can say, man, that don't bother me, and in the same breath give you a 15-minute explanation proving how they will bother? Your mouth's a snitch. It don't care about the caption. It cares about your condition. And before you think I'm pointing fingers, nah, this mirror cuts me too. I've testified against myself before, spoke too fast, clapped back too quick, let pride pilot my conversation, let ego grab the mic. Thought I was defending myself the whole time. I was revealing myself. My mouth snitched on me. That's why maturity ain't about being the loudest. It's about being aware. Aware enough to pause, aware enough to filter, aware enough to ask. Why did this trigger me? Why did I say that? Why was I trying to impress? Why was I trying to protect? Because every outburst got a root, and your mouth will expose the soil. You want power? Learn restraint. You want peace? Learn pause. You want to grow? Learn to hear yourself. Because if you can't stand listening to your own patterns, you'll keep repeating them and blaming everybody else. Your mouth's a snitch. Even when you're whispering, even when you're joking, even when you vent, even when you pray, especially when you pray. Because what you ask for reveals what you worship. What you complain about reveals what controls you. What you praise reveals what owns you. Your mouth's a snitch. So here's the question. Before you speak next time, before you pop off, before you clap back, before you vent, before you're just keeping it real, ask yourself quietly, do I want this on record? Because once it's said, it's stamped, signed, sealed, and delivered. And the archives of your character grows with every sentence. I ain't telling you to be silent forever. What I'm saying is be intentional. Guard your tongue like you guard your pride. Because one will protect you, the other will expose you. May we become people who hear our own selves before the world does. May our words be measured, not weaponized. May our mouths stop snitching on wounds we refuse to heal. May we learn that the strongest voice in the room is the one that knows not to speak. This has been your boy Country with another rambling thought from the road. Stay strong, stay level. Now see you next time, family. Peace.